In order to turn in your Alice project, there's a couple of steps we need to take care of. One, you need to staple your peer review sheet to your rubric, to the back of the rubric. That would be preferred. Just make sure those two things get turned in together after you turn in all of this other stuff. I don't want it until it's actually in my possession. So I want to walk you through these last steps together just so that this goes smoothly. You'll want to create a folder on your desktop and title it with your last name and then your first name and then Alice or final project or programming. It honestly doesn't matter because it's all, I'm going to file it away anyway. But as long as you have your last name, first name, and then like programming or Alice, that works. So on your desktop, the easiest way to do it is to right click and then add a new folder. If you don't do any other clicking or any other buttons, it should let you edit it right away. And then you can add in your last name and your first name, and then we can call it programming final, that works, or programming or Alice. And then you can set it. If by some chance you accidentally clicked somewhere and you got to where you couldn't edit this, all you have to do is click once on the words, get it highlighted, pause, and then click again. And then you can go ahead and edit that folder and type in, of course, your last name, first name, and we'll call it programming. Whoop. There we go. All right, so now that folder is set. If you're not a mouse person, then if you click on your, use your mouse, click on your desktop, then go up to File when it says Finder, and you can also do no folder from there. But I personally find it easiest just to right click and New Folder. All right, so now we have our folder set up. The next thing we need to do is screenshot our code with Shift Apple 3. In the past, I've showed you Shift Apple 4, and then you have to select a certain area. With Shift Apple 3, you can actually just get the screenshot done in one shot, no clicking, no dragging, nothing except for those 3 keystrokes. What that looks like is this. So here's my program. And all I would do is I would make sure, first of all, actually let's open up Mr. Box here, because this is, I bet, a little bit longer than my initial setup here. This isn't very long to demonstrate what I would like to demonstrate. All right. So you can see that his code goes quite a bit longer. So what we'll need to do is get this nice and centered, get it up to the top, and Shift Apple 3. And now on my desktop, not my keyboard, on my desktop I have the first part of my code. Then I would want to scroll down. So this Control say, and then I scroll down until I get that nicely centered up again. So it's new code, Shift Apple 3, screenshots done, and again set it up so that I can Shift Apple 3 until I get all of my code screenshot. That's not it though, because then I should have to go in and copy or screenshot the code from a specific folder. And you can tell which one you've done that to because it will say, oh, hey, I've got one folder here. So I can click on Attack, and that pops open my code, and Shift Apple 3, and I'll copy that code. Just make sure any that you have a procedure folder for, get that copied. And if you have an event listener, make sure you come in and Shift Apple 3 again and get that event listener copied. So now I have all of my screenshots on my desktop, and all I have to do is dump them in. The easiest way to do this, you can click, and actually if they're all together, you can just click and drag and surround everything that you need. Or you can drag them in one at a time, that's fine. Or you can also hold down your Apple key, and click on all of your screenshots all at once, and then click and drag them in. But no matter what, just get all your screenshots into your folder. Next step is to get your Alice project into the folder, but don't remove it from the other folder at the same time. And what I mean by that is go up to the searchlight or the spotlight and start typing in My Projects, all one word. And it should pop up. Several My Projects folders will pop up, so make sure your name or the account that you're using is next to My Projects, and go ahead and click on that. Then I will highlight or click on my project, Apple C to copy, and then I'm going to Apple V for victory, paste it in. So now my project is still in my projects, but it is also in my folder that I'm going to turn in. So again, it would be go to My Projects, pop open that folder, click on your project you want to turn in, Apple C to copy, Apple V for victory to paste it in your folder. And then you should be able to airdrop. And if you don't remember how to airdrop, you can go to our previous project and watch the airdropping video, or you can ask a partner within the class. But you should end up with a folder with your project and your screenshots in it. All right, that should be it. And don't forget your rubric, of course, with your peer editing. All right, have a good day.